Hey guys, Marcus here with another Tokullectibles weekend review. We took last week off, so there's a lot of things to catch up on. We'll jump right into it. First off, on the Don Brothers side, Change Heroes 03 Zyuohger Alters. That came in. We got those out to everyone. Weirdly enough though, maybe it was because of Golden Week, we also got some of the Ryusoulger Alters in. So those actually released in Japan this weekend. So some people here in the US are gonna get it early before people in Japan even do. The rest of them we expect to come in next week, and we'll send that out with the DX Avatar Gear Set 04. So look out for that. Another thing that I'm excited about is we started to receive in some of these bad boys. So this is DX Jurassic King. This is Korea's repaint of cube rhinos, Croc, and Wolf. And I'm gonna do a separate video on this, I think, and put it all together and compare it with the old versions and everything like that. But we sent out some of these. We still expect more to come in. We actually weren't expecting most of them to come in until the middle of May. So we did get, about a third of our order in early. So we sent some of those out, and then everyone else, we expect to get those probably in the next week and a half or so. So look out for that. Fans of Sailor Moon, rejoice. We got in these Sailor Chibi Moon SH figure arts. This is the animation edition. So it's got the animation style colors on it. I don't know if you can see that. I can put that up a little bit closer. So these are the Japanese release, not the USA release, which is why we got them relatively early. If there's something that you're interested in, we should have extras of those. We got in another release from an OG tokusatsu hero here, Godzilla. This is as he appeared in Final Wars 2004. We actually just got in, I think last week, some of the ones from the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. That was Godzilla, Kong, and Mecha Godzilla. Now we've got these. I think we also got in some X Plus, the Deferreal Gamera in as well. So Godzilla merchandise has been flowing. So if there's something that you're interested in, go grab one quickly. And other Sentai arrivals, I don't have one here, I'm sorry, but we got the Super Sentai 45th Metal Collections. Big old box full of medals, about that big, one for each of the teams. So there's about 45, maybe 46 medals in there offhand. So if you missed out on the pre-orders and that's something you want, it is pricey, take a look. Following the toy history book that came out a few weeks ago, we've got the 2022 edition, the definitive edition, Super Sentai Encyclopedia. It's a pretty good book that goes through the teams from the beginning. It shows the arsenal more so than the toy history book, which focuses more on the toys, special edition variants and whatnot, campaign things. But this one is more about the show. You can see on the back here, they're doing a lot of footage from the actual show. It's not super in depth. It kind of gives a page or two per series, but there's still a lot covered here. So check that out if that's something you're interested in. Switching over to Kamen Rider, we got in the third volume of the VBM card. And this set includes Build and Rogue. Check that out there. So for those of you curious about what the whole Vital Brace thing is, there's the Vital Bracelet. This is the Kamen Rider 50th Anniversary Edition. So there is a little plug here that goes on the side. You pop that sucker out. Here's a VBM card. You stick that in there, loads the data onto the device, and then you walk around with it. You take steps, your activity levels up your character. If you check out the size here, it's not that much bigger than an Apple Watch. It's taller, but not wider than an Apple Watch. So definitely comfortable enough to wear if that's something that you're interested in. So we've got Volume 3 just came in, and we've still got Volume 2 and Volume 1 as well. And other Kamen Rider arrivals, we have Figurized Standard Kamen Rider Ghost. For those of you not familiar with the Figurized Standard line, it's basically a model kit. Here's what the inside of the box looks like. You have your, your parts. Tools aren't necessary. You can get cleaner cuts off the sprues if you use that, but they come with stickers and color instructions. You can see what the guy's gonna look like in the end there. It actually is a really quality figure at the end of the day. But here's what your instructions look like. So you don't have to read Japanese to be able to do this. It's pretty straightforward. It's just gonna take you some time, but in the end, you'll have something that's really cool and you did it yourself. Switching over to anime, these actually came in just before we went on break, but because we didn't do a video last week, figure we feature them anyway. First, Gentle from Precure's Bunduru Gang. It's a standard plush size, about 6 inches, something like that. Pretty adorable. Also from Precure, we got in the Heart Juicy Mixer. To save my manhood, I will not demo this on camera for you. I think we got about a half a dozen extra of these. So if this is something that you're interested, you're following Precure, you're kind of with the role play stuff, There we go, we got that. We've got the plushies. We still got plenty of the original 3 plushies as well. If that's something that you missed out on and you kind of want to get the whole gang, go for it. Switching over to Demon Slayer, we got the DX NARIKIRI, Tengen Uzui's blades here. So obviously we have replicas of these on the way, but these are a much smaller size, made mostly for kids or display, or for people on a budget, because these cost way less than the replicas are gonna cost, and they're also gonna take up way less space. So if you just wanted some of Demon Slayer merchandise, but don't wanna invest in the big old replica line, this line might be for you. We also got in some of Bound Presto's Tomonui line. So there's Rengoku, we've got, I think that's Akazi there. Oh, look at Squirrel Zenitsu. So yeah, so we've got the whole set available. You can get it as a whole set. You can get the plushies individually. I think we've got a few boxes of these, so they shouldn't go too quick. Take your time. All right, jumping right over to pre-orders. The first big thing is actually not up for pre-order yet, but the DX Ark Driver is getting a re-release. I was Premium Bandai last time. We almost got a USA release for it. Things fell through last minute. I'm being told that this time around, US release is looking good. Expect that to be in around $70 to $80 range, so a really, really good price point for something like that. And perfect timing for it to go up with the new shots and progress keys that are coming out for the Gem and Thouser mini movie set that's going on. We'll have the Japanese and USA release. Look out for those. We'll post on socials as soon as they're ready to go. 2 new Legend Henshin belts went up for pre-order this week. First was Ryuki's V-Buckle and then Kabuto's Zector. If you're not familiar with the Legend Henshin line, it's a cheaper entry than the DX. They don't have a lot of the extra bells and whistles that the CSMs or even the DX belts do, but they come at a much cheaper price point. If you just want it for display or cosplay or anything like that, that's going to be the perfect entry for you. Also new to pre-order this week, DX Vistamp Selection 02. Has 3 new Vistamps, the Shoe Bill, the Buffalo, and the Tricera Vistamps that will be releasing in September of this year. While we're talking Kamen Rider Revice, you may remember we did a poll a while back that SHF Upgrade was looking to see which of the different remix genomes they wanted to create for the SH Figure Arts line. Kamen Rider X8 went out with the Jackal kit. That's going to be the first one they're going to release this summer. It'll have an extra head, torso, and the skateboard. If this does well enough, we'll see the Decade, Fies, and possibly even more kits get created. Bandai's second DX Shoryuken release from the Macross series will be Max Genius's YF29 Valkyrie. We're going to see that release both in USA and Japan. As always, if you get the USA release, it'll release later than Japan, but it'll be cheaper. You'll get domestic support in case anything goes wrong, and you'll help kind of support the Macross community here in the USA, show Bandai that there are fans here. So no pressure, do what you want. If you want it quick, go with the Japanese release, you'll pay a little bit more. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, you can go with the USA release and get some of the benefits of domestic support. So on the Sentai side of things, we have Gao Red's jacket releasing later this month, but now Bandai has actually put up pre-orders for the rest of the team. Minus silver, you can get blue, black, yellow, and white. They're in the same sizes as before. We have sizes on the page if you want to kind of take a look and figure out what would fit you. If you're a little smaller and you want a small size, that's available but only for white. Reach out to us in the message. We'll get a special order in for you on that. Lastly, from Demon Slayer, we expect to get in some of the DX Inosku Figmas. We're probably going to get a couple dozen of those. We're only going to do the Japanese release. We're not going to carry the later USA release. So if that's something you're interested in, I would jump on that sooner rather than later because we don't expect a restock of those at all. You can find those on the site now. All right, for this week's Henshin video, well, we've been doing a lot of Kamen Rider ones and not a lot of Sentai or Power Ranger ones, and that's because I haven't really seen a lot of them out there. So for this week, I thought I would just take it back to 2019 when a group of us did a Henshin for a contest that we were promoting in our Facebook group. Check it out.
Ready, guys?
Ready.
It's morphin' time.
Time for Time Force.
Dragon Zord. SPD. Emergency.
Tokyo change.
Activate Beast Power.
Go, go, Samurai! Yeah!
Let's rock it!
All Alright guys, that wraps it up for this week. Love seeing the Henshin video, so send it over, whatever you got. Kamen Rider, Power Ranger, Sailor Moon, don't care. Check it out, might even feature it, but until next time, be well.